Dr. Peter Hotez now, co-director of the Center for Vaccine Development at Texas Children's Hospital. Doctor, great to see you again. It's so uneven. I mean, in some places where you're eligible to get the shot, it's no problem at all. In others, it's a nightmare. And there's all this confusion over different and changing rules. Isn't there a better and simpler way to do this?
Yeah, there absolutely is, Shepard. Unfortunately, the way this is rolling out, we created fairly complicated set of rules, these 1A, 1B, 1C criteria, which were complicated enough to begin with because there was ambiguity into what it meant to be in a certain category. Then you had the fact that each state was different, and in some cases even different between counties or local jurisdictions. And the truth is, the U.S. never really created an adequate infrastructure for delivering adult immunizations. We don't really have a health system in the sense that Singapore or Israel does.
Right.
We have, in my moments of frustration, I say we have Amazon Pharmacy. That's our health system. And the pharmacy chains are doing a good job, I think, as best they can, and so are the hospital systems. But it was never meant to handle this kind of bandwidth, and unfortunately, we're playing catch-up all the time.
And suddenly, there's a growing demand for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. New Jersey health officials, as one example, reporting some people are canceling their appointments for Pfizer and Moderna because they want the J&J single shot instead. And you can see what problems that could cause. Is it a mistake to prioritize getting J&J?
Yeah, here's what I say. We've been working on coronavirus vaccines for the last decade, and we and other groups showed that all of the vaccine strategies rely on delivering the spike protein and inducing virus neutralizing antibodies to the spike protein, and that's what all the Operation Warp Speed vaccines do, and they're all successful at doing it. So don't try to cherry pick, don't overthink it. They're both really good. They're all really good vaccines. Any vaccine released by emergency use authorization by the FDA is an outstanding vaccine. Get what you can, because anytime you delay or wait, you risk getting COVID-19 and with potentially serious consequences. So
from the test, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, there's a bit of a satellite delay, and I was trying to sneak in there, and I missed it. But what I was going to say is they all in the trials keep you out of the hospital, and they keep you alive, and that's the goal.
That's the goal. And now, Shepard, we're learning something really exciting, and it's coming out of the studies that were done in Israel and reported in the New England Journal of Medicine a couple of weeks ago. And that is they're also halting PCR positive infection. They're actually stopping asymptomatic transmission over 90%. And I think that's going to be true of all of the vaccines released through Operation Warp Speed. And if that is the case, what it means is that as we move to a fully vaccinated population in the United States, we're going to halt transmission. I have a lot of optimism we can vaccinate our way through it. The trick is going to be how we navigate from now until, say, June, when the mother load of vaccines is here. And we have this B.1.1.7 variant coming from the UK accelerating, which is more transmissible and more lethal. So if we can get through March, April, and May, we're going to be in good shape. It's a matter of how we manage that.
Fingers crossed. If you can get it, get it. One thing before we go, Doctor, schools are opening up, here and there across the country. And a former COVID advisor to President Biden predicted today that in the coming week, there are going to be major outbreaks in schools because of that UK variant you just mentioned. As a pediatrician, do you agree with Dr. Michael Osterholm?
Mike and I are friends and colleagues. We talk almost every week, and I think he is right on this one. The B.1.1.7 variant is super aggressive. And this is why I pushed really hard to get teachers and staff vaccinated and to prioritize them, because we have to do the best we can to protect them. So it's going to be tough. The good news is the schools, and I've been talking to school boards and principals and teachers all year for the last year, and they're all doing, taking this very seriously in terms of masks and putting plexiglass in place. And but this B.1.1.7 variant is going to be tough, and that's why it's really important to prioritize the teachers.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.